anything that I recommend on a vehicle, it's always in my mind that it's what I would absolutely do to my own car if I was looking at it.
Yeah.
Or like my wife's car, because I would want her car to be the safest possible car, like even more than my own. Like,
yeah, because you know that if it breaks down, she's going to call you to come rescue her.
Right. Yeah, and I can ride on some janky stuff, but not her. And her car is way more valuable than mine.
Hey guys, it's episode 2 of the Local Lane podcast. Thanks for joining in today. Today we're with a very special guest, Andrew Jones. How's it going, man? Good.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. We'll get right into it. How did you first get into cars?
Well, I mean, I think like for work, basically, it was kind of an accident. I just really needed a job, and I got a job at a quick lube place.
Nice.
And then that's really where it all kind of blossomed from.
Mm-hmm. Was that just a local place here, or?
No, I lived in Seattle, and it was like, like a chain lube joint. So
sweet.
And then, yeah.
And then going back, what kind of piqued your interest first in cars? Like, were you tinkering around on lawnmowers or bikes, or?
When I was a teenager, I would like build bicycles.
Yeah.
Like BMX style, and then
sweet.
And then there was a bike shop in my neighborhood that had a lowrider bike on the wall that was like priced at like $2,000, and it was all gold. And my cousin and I started building lowrider bikes after that.
Sweet.
So,
nice.
What was a kind of like a first project that made you go, oh man, I think I could do this. Like I could work on cars for a living. Or if there was like an epiphany there.
My very first car that I owned was it was a Ford Thunderbird, and it was like a turbo 4-cylinder one, and the timing belt broke on it, and I didn't have another vehicle, and I, with a manual in hand, just kind of figured it out and did the timing belt, and I was like, maybe kind of like arrogantly thought like, oh, I could do this. Yeah. And then because I think that, that can be a trap, but
true.
But it worked. And then like, I kind of just, I don't know, after that is like pretty much when I got the job in the lube shop. And I was like, well,
yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I just stuck with it and kind of never did anything else.
Yeah. And so you got most of your experience starting out there, and you just kind of began to master your craft from there.
Pretty much. And then, I kind of, and like my grandfather had a shop in Tacoma,
an
auto shop. And so I don't know, I never even really wanted to work on cars. And then once I did start doing it, I was like, oh, this is fun.
Fun.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Something I can't relate to.
Yeah. I mean, it can.
I'm like, I don't have the patience for it.
Yeah.
I think that's how a lot of us start out is, when we're little, we start tinkering with stuff and taking stuff apart. And then it's like, shoot, I got to put it back together now.
Right.
And once you get comfortable with that, I mean, there is a love for working on cars for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Did you have a lot of side projects then, like at your house or anything, or fixing things up on the side?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I tried to not do that.
Don't create more problems.
I had a classic car that I actually inherited from my grandpa that sat, and I would mess with it here and there. But when, just working, I kind of never really made time for it. And as a huge regret, I got rid of that car. Yeah. So, and now I think I know where it's at, and it just sits wasting away in their property too. So It's a bummer.
Make them an offer.
Yeah, let's go get it.
Probably double it.
Screw the show. Let's go there right now.
Yeah.
Nice. Was there anyone that kind of showed you the ropes? Like, was there somebody influential in your journey to becoming a technician? Or was it a lot of self-taught and then just kind of learning as you go?
Kind of a mix, I think.
Yeah.
I got a lot of like, kind of like training, I guess you would say, from like just people around me that had been doing it for a while, and then just, you know, getting some hands-on stuff, and then you know, learning like little, like kind of like tricks of the trade, I guess you would say. You know, to like gain efficiency, and like, you know, like once you kind of like pick up on things, you know, you get really good at that, and then, you know, just when other people see that, they show you like, okay, he can do this, maybe we can teach him this. So it kind of just like
Progresses.
gets pretty good from there.
Was there a time where you were kind of like, I don't know if I want to do this, or has it always been your passion?
You know, I actually had worked at the lube place for like quite a while, like, and I kind of felt like I had peaked there, and like I had kind of like moved into like a management role there, and I didn't really love that, and then so I kind of made a decision where I was like, I'm either going to have to learn something new or try to do something more in this field. And I decided to do something more in the field, and I quit that job and went to a different, like a kind of an independent shop, and then kind of worked my way up in there, and then moved to a dealership after that. And that's where I feel like I really got like the core of my like learning increase. Basically, it was like exponential from there. So
Nice.
yeah.
Killer. What's a I guess like what's a tough skill that took a long time to learn and to get the hang of? Is there specific things that were more challenging than others along the way?
I mean, I think like for me personally, I think electrical diagnosis is my like easily my weakest thing. So but it's always progressing. So like there's always like learning there. And because I mean, even on like newer vehicles, it all like systems change, they add things in. So like figuring out kind of the ins and outs of that. And then
Well, especially nowadays with how cars are just
right.
There's so many electronics. I can't even imagine
Yeah.
diagnosing something like that.
Sure.
I mean,
Me neither.
I know we have cool advanced tools.
Yeah.
Got it. So if you have an electric problem, don't bring it to Andrew.
Yeah. There's definitely other guys.
That's funny. No, there's just so much now, though. It's like driving a computer. I just can't even imagine like what all goes into that.
Right.
Well, and how often it changes too. I mean, you go year from year. I mean, 2020 Civic and a 2025 Civic are not even comparable.
Entirely
anymore.
different.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
True.
Like when modules started communicating differently, it got
weird.
Yeah.
Got weird. Well, that's another reason to buy an electronics warranty when you come to Liberty Bay.
Right.
Absolutely.
What makes Liberty Bay's shop culture different, or is there anything that people might not know about our team and the vibe back there?
So that's actually one of my favorite things about being here is there's like, so in the shop alone, there's, you know, like there's always a camaraderie and it feels like it's more so here because I think that like everyone's kind of there's like a united like effort and goal being put forth like to do the best we can. Right. And then, and there's no one that's really like out for themselves. And being in other shops, it can get pretty cutthroat and like dudes don't want to help. And like, so I feel like that can, you know, that could frustrate a lot of guys. Like even other techs that come from places that are kind of like coming in here as a new person, but have skill and, you know, something might not be their forte. And then, you know, ask a question and the guys here are like absolutely willing to help. And, you know, like other places that it might not work that way, but it definitely does here. And, you know, that I think that's a great thing because there's such a team here.
Yeah.
It feels like and I feel like that it's like that from the highest level to, I don't even want to say the lowest level because like
Yeah, everyone's important.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I mean, I think that is why so many of us have been here for so long, is that we have that culture built in now and just keep it going. I mean, that's what makes it more exciting too, to come to work, right? Because,
Right.
you know, you have somebody to rely on, and,
Yeah.
you know, you kind of become family in a way.
Sure.
And you can just be there for each other. You know, I'm sure, especially with technician work, you know, if there's a problem, you're like, I don't know how to diagnose this, or, you know,
Right.
he's the expert on this, he's the expert on
Yeah.
that. And with the different strengths coming together, I mean, that's how you
Right.
keep the ship running.
Yeah, you know, and I mean that's like the old thing where, like, you know, like two heads are better than one sometimes. Like,
Right.
you know, if you can get multiple points of view on something,
Mm-hmm.
they can maybe just make you think of something even that you didn't realize, or, like, you know, that you don't have to lay in bed thinking about before you go to sleep. So
For sure.
yeah.
It seems like we have a really diverse background too, of different, you know, types of technicians.
Yeah.
We got people that are older, people that are younger that have just come on board. I mean, yeah, what are you seeing out there in terms of like the talent?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty spot on, I think, and even really like the the age gap thing between technicians isn't even that huge. Like there's like maybe one or two, but you know, and what's really cool about that is like the way that it is with those guys, even like being in the field so long that it doesn't, there's like no like feeling of like burnout. Like you don't feel that as like another tech in the shop seeing that, because you recognize that right away. And I mean, even those guys like come to work every day. They're willing to do their job to the fullest. They answer questions if you got them. So I mean, and I mean that's like when I very first started here, that was like a big deal for me, because I felt like where I came from before this, that was lacking.
Really?
And across the board. And so
Like
like
people just didn't want to help?
I mean, they would, but it was like, I don't know. It just didn't seem as like,
Not as genuine.
yeah, right. And like, as like just a, I don't know. And for me as an employee somewhere, that's a big deal.
For sure.
So-
That's so crazy to me too, because I feel like the more everybody's on the same page,
The better product you're going to
Right.
put out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah, the better the company does,
Right.
and that trickles down. I mean, that's interesting to me.
Yeah.
Well, Eric, it's that time again.
Is it that time to find out how compatible we are?
It is. Are you ready, Andrew?
Sure.
This is a segment we call Did We Just Become Best Friends? Yes.
Sure.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's after the questions.
We'll get there.
All right. You can judge someone by how clean they keep their car.
I think probably,
You see a lot
Yes.
of different cars going
I
through.
think yes, but there's some surprises because, I mean, you can see some pretty trashy stuff and then be surprised that there's a willingness to maintain like a vehicle, because you're like, man, you look at the inside and you're like, there's no way that they're going to be willing to do any recommendation, and they do it all.
Okay,
And
so
I
they're
mean,
keeping the engine in tune.
So sometimes it's,
You can't judge a book by its cover.
that's right.
True. Here's a weird one. Every car deserves to have a personal name. Have you ever named your cars, Andrew? You seem like the type.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever named my car, but I now know several people that have named vehicles, and it's, I mean, sure.
Eric, you got a car's name, right?
I got a couple, yeah. We got Olive Oil and Vivian. I'm not going to talk about the other one. Mm-hmm.
How did that come about?
Well, it's an olive-colored truck.
Oh,
right.
It leaks oil, so it only kind of goes hand in
Sure.
hand.
Leaks oil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and
incredible.
I think if you have a cool car,
Yeah.
it's a name is worthy.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
All my
if you
rides have
don't
been
have a
pretty
cool
basic.
car, you can't name it.
You can
I
always name
shouldn't
it.
say that.
Just putting you in the hot seat now. There's no better feeling than a freshly detailed ride.
That's pretty true. Yeah, I think so. The smell,
Yeah.
yeah, and like seeing it be really shiny.
Remind
Yeah.
yourself why you fell in love with it in the first place.
Right.
Exactly. If it's below a half tank, it's empty. Some people are weird, man. They'll keep it like they go to half tank, they fill it right back
My
up.
wife's pretty paranoid about
Okay.
that. Yeah, she'll be like, I need gas.
I'm more the see how far you can run it.
Sure.
You know, you like gas light comes on, you're like Googling how long until
Right.
I actually run out of gas
Yeah.
after the gas light comes on.
Yeah, I can still see part of the red line.
I had a friend back in high school, and he was notorious for running out of gas because he would always push it to see how long
Oh,
it
yeah.
could go. Like, what's up, man? Oh, yeah, I just ran out of gas next to Central Market again. I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
It became like a game to him.
Sure.
Like, see how far you could go.
Yeah, he's like, this is really city versus highway miles. Yeah.
Oh, man. You have any fun questions, Eric?
I gotta know, Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Ooh, I'm a Biggie guy. I mean, I love West Coast rap, but I love Biggie.
I'm with you.
I feel it. Well, Andrew, did we just become best friends?
I think so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Sure.
We should hug after this.
Yeah, we'll make sure to get that on camera.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Hopping back into more about Mr. Andrew. What do you wish customers understood more about what happens in the shop? Like, are there some misconceptions, about
Sure.
dealerships or technicians or, just the shop in general?
Yeah, I think that, like nobody likes to get their car repaired.
Yeah.
So I feel like, there's that whole thing where you kind of come in with an attitude and then or not an attitude, but like a mindset kind of. And then, the thought that, it's all about kind of like, what can I get out of the customer, or like, are they recommending things that are like actually, the whole like, I don't really need that done, do I? Mm-hmm. And it's like, yes, you do.
Yeah.
It's like, and like, I think that there's kind of somewhere there was a misconception about like integrity in shops. And so, I mean, I would like people to know that like we're genuinely trying to do the best for your vehicle, because we don't want you to never come back.
Right.
So,
Right.
The good technicians are never going to recommend something that's not necessary for the vehicle.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I mean, I honestly, like, I feel like anything that I recommend on a vehicle, it's always in my mind that it's what I would absolutely do to my own car if I was looking at it.
Yeah.
Or like my wife's car, because I would want her car to be the safest possible car, like even more than my own. Like,
Yeah.
Because that if it breaks down, she's going to call you to come rescue
right.
her.
Yeah. And I can ride on some janky stuff, but not her. And her car is way more valuable than mine. So, yeah.
That's right. Same with my wife. Got to keep the wives happy.
Right.
They get the nice whips.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the best part of working alongside the crew every day? I guess you kind of answered that earlier with the camaraderie and just being able to be there for each other. And all
Yeah.
that.
I mean, just coming into work and like feeling like you can like work and almost hang out at the same time. Like it makes the day cruise by, like jobs feel smooth, and like, so, it keeps the frustration down. And then, like the view here for me is a big deal. I love like, I can just be raging out of traffic on my way here and then just pull up and stare at the water for a minute and go in ready to go.
Or see an eagle eating a fish.
It's always the eagle.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
It's always
Yeah.
the eagle.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't realize, like, I mean, we've got guys back there that are 10, 15, 20 years apart. All these guys, like, get together and go to lunch together daily.
Yeah.
Like, when he's talking about camaraderie, he's not joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
These guys really are for each other.
Yeah.
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 And maybe
I see
it's
that.
as their dispatcher, maybe they're just trying to team up against me, but whatever.
Right,
Whatever
right,
keeps
right.
you guys together, I'm good
Right.
with.
Yeah. How is Eric doing as a dispatcher?
I think quite well, actually. Yeah. I mean,
You're going to have a good day tomorrow.
right. Like timing belt.
No, but that is a newer role for you. So I was just curious, I guess I don't get to interview you, but
Not yet.
But
We'll get there,
not
right?
yet. But I am curious, how that is all going too.
It's definitely fun. I mean, every day is a new adventure. Every day I come in having to put together a new puzzle.
Cool.
Sure.
That's a good way to put it.
And the guys behind me are amazing. So these guys make that easy.
Sweet.
Do you segue here?
Sure.
Do you actually do you still communicate with customers and things? Like if there's oh, okay.
Yeah. There's, there's a lot of customers that have my personal cell phone number. They'll just text me for whatever. But yeah, nice. I'm definitely still involved with as many customers as I can.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mayor of Paulsbo.
One day.
Yeah.
2030.
Right. Start the campaign. We got the resources.
Right.
We got the cameras. We got the mics.
Ed Stern, I'm coming for you, right?
That's right. Ed, if you're watching, he's now watching. What's the simple maintenance habit that you can recommend for someone?
I think pretty much changing your oil regularly.
Yeah.
3 months, 3,000 miles, is a great idea. And it's such a great thing to stick to because it's just, it keeps your car basically optimal on mileage. And it's great to keep doing that consistently because you can stay up on interval services and you're just always kind of in the know of anything that your car might need. And there's no big gaps, so no big surprises. Everything's kind of in line with where it should be. So
I've seen a lot of different recommendations in terms of you should do every 3,000 or every 4,000, or some people push it even further.
Right.
What's your view on that?
I guess, if that's what you want to do, sure. But because manufacturers make different specifications and things, and but that they don't always they don't consider the driving environment you live in. Our climate here is wild, so
that plays a role.
Fluids are different in that situation, or tire wear where we live, all the roads are crowned, things like that. So so being up to date on the simplest thing, like an oil change, can keep you ready to go for I think that's the best way to keep surprises down. So
yes, a lot of people think of just the oil change, but the inspection part of it is just as important as actually changing your oil and filter and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how can regular maintenance save people on money in the long run? I read some statistic, I don't remember the exact percentage, but it was, I'm just guessing. I think it was 20% or more of repairs could be avoided if they just did their maintenance. I don't remember the exact number, but I'm sure that's true. Even just pushing oil changes each time a little too far, that adds up, right?
Yeah. And it's for example, pushing an oil change too far will absolutely cost you a lot of money in the end, especially on newer cars that the variances are majorly different. And then, so, and if an engine is heating up and it's a timing chain, you're going to stretch your chain, and that is a massive cost.
Investment, yes.
Yeah. So, that's why oil change intervals are so recommended, because, that stuff has to function properly. And it's, the well-oiled machine thing is
literally
the absolute here. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Or, going too far with brakes, I imagine, because then you start getting into not just the pads, but then you start getting into the brake rotors, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's just an additional cost. And so, and then, if it damages your rotors, it could damage your calipers. There's a huge pile up of money there. And then, even just skipping other maintenance things, if any of those items break down, it's going to, it not only costs money, but it's going to affect you. If your vehicle is down, how are you going to go to work to make that money for that car, So it's kind of like a it can be pretty unfortunate. So
Yeah, don't do it.
yeah, don't do it.
I think brake fluid can actually be probably a good example, because brake fluid's job is to collect moisture.
Right.
Well, over time, even if your car is just sitting in a garage, that brake fluid is still working, collecting moisture. Well, if that moisture content gets to a certain point, you go to do brakes, and all of a sudden now you have to replace calipers because, the calipers are seized or
Right.
rusted or whatever else. Like,
Yep.
the routine maintenance does save money in the long run. I think I heard a long time ago, and I don't know how true it is anymore, but for every mile you drive on a car that's overheating, costs you another $1,000.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
That's a good one. So I mean,
Yeah.
if you're cruising down the freeway, your car overheats, it's going to take you a little bit to pull over.
You're right.
It's costing you money. It's costing you another $1,000 per mile, basically.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Right. The little stuff adds up.
Yeah. I've always wondered too, you guys will know this, but like for oil changes, right? It'll say next recommended date or this many miles, right? So if you haven't hit that many miles and you've gone way past the date, like, is there a problem there, or what's the rule of thumb on that?
I mean, it's
Because I know for me, like I live close to work, so I don't put a ton of miles on my truck.
sure.
So I'll usually go, well past that date.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, I think that can play a lot into climate as well. So I mean, again, especially where we live, like with the amount of moisture we have and the way that things absorb water and
Right.
fluids just and even just like fluids just sitting and like components, like if they're not being lubricated all the time, like it just seems like, I don't know, it's best to not stretch the date out as far, because I mean, like they just break down. So I mean,
As an advisor, I would always tell, a lot of our clientele here in Paulsbo are in that similar boat where they just don't drive their cars a whole lot. I would tell people, twice a year. If you're not doing the mileage,
Right.
let's at least do it twice a year. Because again, getting the car up in the air and just having the inspection done is just as important as the fluids and everything inside that car.
yeah.
I'm in trouble. Okay.
I won't tell anybody.
Cool. So I like to do some local shout outs. If you're cool with that, like a favorite lunch break spot or favorite coffee spot, local, something local by. I can't talk. Something local close by.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Let's see. You and Cassidy and Hunter go out to lunch sometimes. Where do you guys like to go?
Yeah. I personally love Central Market's pizza. I think it's
Can't go wrong.
fantastic. And
It is.
That's one of my favorites. I also like, I don't really want to get any of the names wrong, but like,
Well, you already said Central
like
Market.
the,
It's Town and Country now, but
ooh, yeah.
Yeah, they rebranded.
yeah. I still call it Central Market.
Yeah.
It'll
I will
always be.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, if they see this on Instagram, they're like,
Yeah. My mouth will just say the old word. It'll be like Town and Country. Yeah. So yeah, no, but I love their pizza, and I'm not from Paulsbo, so like working here, I've
True.
kind of learned a few different lunch spots. Like that's a good one. There's some good Mexican places around here, and then I love Indian food, so any of them around here are good. Yeah, but
Curry?
yeah,
Curry guy? Yeah.
I'm a curry fan. And then the Thai place right next door is really good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
They have some bomb fried rice.
Yeah.
It's so
But-
good.
Personally, I think that Kachai Thai and
Yep.
is really good too.
Yep.
But personally, I think Central Market is my favorite around here.
Yeah.
There's actually many options there.
Oh,
You
there's
can
a
get
ton.
nachos, sushi.
Yeah, they got the pre-made section too, and then they got sushi, teriyaki. I mean,
Yeah.
something for everyone.
Right. It's a real
Something for the
town
whole
and
family.
country type place.
Oh man, cool. Well, I think that's about it for today.
All right.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, again, this was Mr. Andrew Jones, one of the most generic names in the book.
Pretty much. Basic.
No, that's cool. Thanks for joining us, man. And yeah, it's just been nice getting to know you over the years and learning more about you today.
Thanks.
Yeah. Cool, man.
All right.
Have a good rest of your day.
You too.